Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation.
All right. Hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 10, Episode 10 of Railroad Corporation, our playthrough of the Civil War DLC, the campaign missions. We're on Mission 3, which is called Missouri Seizure. Sounds like someone had a stroke on a vacation trip, doesn't it? But I'm not going to read this to you verbatim, but I'll tell you what it's telling us. We can fight a couple of battles. Springfield, which is our main required battle to win the scenario, and an optional battle in Kansas City. And we just finished this recruiting in Jefferson City, so let's close that out. So I think I'm going to look at this like I've always thought of a good general is someone who is really good at killing people, right? That sounds gross, but it's true. A good general is really good at killing people. A great general is really good at saving lives. And a great general is one who can win the battle and minimize his losses, and frankly, to the extent possible, minimize losses on the other side. You're trying to get to peace. So let's see if we can't be a great general. So what we're going to do here is, it's really tempting to go fight the battle for Kansas City and get that done, and then build back up and do the battle for Springfield. We could do that. We absolutely could do that. But I want to go ahead and go for the big battle in Springfield and get it over with. So, even though I love this scenario, I really enjoy the economic challenge of it, trying to keep your economy going nice and strong. And let's see, where are we? See, we're doing okay. We're absolutely making a profit, but we're carrying a ton of overhead with the war because we are building artillery and shipping all the stuff to do the artillery and all that good stuff. And we have to carry all those costs. And we've probably got, and we haven't developed this all the way out. We own some businesses, like not taking advantage of that farm right there. We own that farm. We should be doing something with that. What else? Is there anything else? We own this coal mine. We're not using that coal at all. Otherwise, we're taking pretty good advantage of what we've got. And I'm not going to go through the whole economy buildup. That's covered in the first three missions, or the first three episodes on this mission. So Series 10, 7, 8, and 9. Series 10, Episode 7, Episode 8, Episode 9 would tell you all about that. So what I've been thinking about is, how can we get the mechanic down to win a battle and minimize our loss? In other words, be a great general. So what happens here, we saw it when we did the battle for Jefferson City. We bring troops in. Oh, and let me show you the two battles. Kansas City has 55 Confederate soldiers. Now, we had the battle for Jefferson City, the only battle we've seen so far. There were only like 14, 15, 16 troops in there, so we just kept running our troops in there, our infantry in there, until we had won the battle. We just wore them down. But if we try to attack 55 troops like that, what happens is the first train gets in there, unloads, and they're unloading one at a time, and they're practically, it's like they're fighting 55 against one. It's not pretty. So what we're going to do here is figure out how can we use the game mechanics to speed things up, get our troops in there faster and better, and try not to lose too many troops. And look at Springfield. It is 99. So it's the max. This is as big a battle as you can fight, and we've got to get in there and win that battle. So the other key, of course, is don't just throw troops at it. Also have artillery support to support the troops, that really, if you have troops and artillery, which requires gunpowder, if you have all three at the same time, we can really drive that number down. If we just have the troops, we're just going to be losing troops left and right. So we want to avoid that. So how are we going to do this? Well, the first thing we're going to do, a kind of obvious thing, we're going to connect to Springfield. Like so. So we'll double track that line and we'll set our signals so everybody goes to Springfield that way and comes back that way. All right, so now we've got a nice clean line going to Springfield from St. Louis. Now we have troops. We have 95 troops in our recruiting office in Jefferson City, plus 3 more here in this Army camp. And then over here, so that's 98. And over here we have 83 in the Army camp in St. Louis that we recruited. And we could speed up our recruiting a little bit by putting in a recruitment camp. I'm going to do that just to show that, because we didn't really have to, because we've built this up over time and we got into this so quickly, I think, that we were able to build a good army. But let's go right here and construct a recruiting office. And now our recruitment speed is 30%. In fact, we could probably... The office itself actually doesn't cost you anything. What costs you is having all the soldiers. Well, we've got an economy. We can support all 99. So let's put in another recruitment office right here. So now we're up to plus 50%. I think we were at plus 10% before. Okay, so let's let this. We're going to just let this run for a minute and see if we can't build this up. I'd like to see this hit 99. Now, I don't know what 50% means. Now, see, we're paying for upkeep of all the soldiers that we have, right? And we have 190. We want 14 more. And in the meantime, while that's happening, we are creating more mortar and all that good stuff. And let's just see if we're being as efficient as we can be with our mortar production. The steel is probably the one holding us back. All right, we need another train. Oh, this is easy to fix. We need a train hauling steel. We've got one that's hauls steel over and mortar back. This guy right here. And we're going to copy him a couple of times so that we're hauling that steel faster, because you can see we're creating it actually pretty well. And the only other thing we could look at would be this right here. We're a little light on the iron ore, because it has to come from a long way off, and it takes a 2-for-1 ratio. It takes 2 iron ore for 1 steel, 1 coal in order to make the steel, to make 2 steel. So let's speed up our mortar creation, and then let's look at our gunpowder and see how we're doing on it. Gunpowder. The saltpeter is weak. We could use more saltpeter. So let's run a couple more trains of saltpeter, which is this guy right here. Now remember, these things are just driving up our costs, but we have a very strong economy right now. So let's just go ahead and build up. Let's get our full complement. Let's wait until this is at 99 minimum. And we'll see where we're standing on the mortar. Now what I don't know about the mortars is, do they... what am I trying to say? Do they fire and then you lose the gunpowder and you have to have more, or is it just have a gunpowder with a mortar and the mortar works until, you know, I'm not sure how that works. I wish I knew. If anybody knows, put it in the comments if you know, if you've looked into that and you know exactly how that works. Cool. So what have we done to our economy at this point? Yeah, see, we're barely profitable now because we're running even more trains. But we're almost there. We're up to 99. And our costs are going up because every time we get another soldier, our costs go up. See this number here? 609 a day is costing us to maintain those soldiers. We got to feed them and house them and all that stuff. All right, now we got a full army. Well, we got 18 artillery and 30 total. That should be pretty good. All right. I think it's time to go wage war in Springfield. All right. Now this again. Here's what happens. Train rolls in, empties in Springfield or wherever you're fighting, and then whatever you unload is fighting 99 soldiers. So, and they come off there one at a time. So we got one guy fighting 99. He doesn't take long for him to die. And even if you think about the whole 9 getting off and fighting, they're still outnumbered 10-1. And these troops are, I don't know how much they go into this, but they would be dug in the city. The defense always has an advantage if they've had the ability to dig in. So he's going to have more cover, better firing angles, all that stuff. So you've got to overwhelm him or wear him down with the mortar. That's what we really want to do. So here's what we're going to do. We've got to we've got to figure out how to use the game mechanics as best we can to minimize losses to take this, win this battle. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take advantage of the fact that we have a lot of money and we're making a lot of money. And we are going to buy a train. And we're going to tell that train to go down here, pick up 9 soldiers, a max load, and unload them right here. Notice there's no service on this train. And we've got, let's see here. We've got 98 total soldiers here. Well, 11 trains could hold 99, so that's 1. I'm going to apply that, and then we're going to copy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now that 11th one is going to pick up 3 soldiers from the army camp, because this will be out. I want him to pick up the soldiers there, and I'm going to have him. I kind of lost my math a little bit. He's going to be optional. He'll pick up whatever's there between the army camp and the recruiting office. He'll try to fill up, and he'll go to Springfield. So that's, now we've got all our troops from Jefferson City heading to Springfield. And notice I did not put a direct connection to Springfield this way. That's intentional. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so let's buy another train, and let's tell it to pick up, pick up 9 soldiers at the Union Army camp, and we'll have it go like that. So that's 1, and we want 11 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so now we've got 99 and 98 soldiers, almost 200 carloads of soldiers, so probably a lot greater number than that actually going there. We've got 16 mortar, so we can carry 3 per train. Let's do 5 trains worth of mortars. So we're going to buy another Forney. Look at all the money we're going through. Going to pick up mortar. And unload it there. And I said 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how much gunpowder do we have? We have 30. Good, good, good. So we'll pick up 10 loads of gunpowder. So let's start stripping this out. 1, 2, 3. So we could do we could do 6 trains, would take 18 of those. That's 1. No, wait. About to goof. Pick it up. Drop it off. Apply. That's 1. So we'll want a total of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that'll take about 18 of them. Now we'll get a train that takes the last 2 plus 1 from here. And takes those there and applies. And we should have 9 more left in this warehouse, so we'll pick another train. Pick up 3. Apply and do 2 more of those. 1, 2. Now that should take all of our troops, our available mortar, and our available gunpowder, and move them to St. Louis. So I'm going to speed this up, and we're going to see all, look at all this, all these trains come flying out of Burlington. Okay, now here they come into battle, right? Well, kind of wrong. All right, what we're going to do here now, I'm gonna let this run till it gets almost there, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, let's pause it. Now, if this train right here, T81, went in here with gunpowder, I'm not sure anything would happen. I think it would just unload and it would just sit there. But then this guy here, the mortar, if the mortar unloaded, guess what would happen? The Confederates would capture it because we don't have any troops supporting it. So here's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to catch each train as they come in, and we're going to put them on pause. So they're going to go into the station, but they're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit there and wait for our orders. So as each one of these comes out of here, there's our troops. I'm going to pause them. I'm going to give them an order to go into Springfield and pause. And we can see if it's working. See, nothing's happening. They're not unloading. They're just pausing. So T75, pause. T62, pause. Did I mess that one up? T75, okay, yeah. T62, all right. And we can speed this up some. T68, pause. T51, pause. And I'm watching our money to make sure we don't start going negative. And it looks like we're hanging in there. T56. $60. And we're going to start getting messages down here that our Forneys have been idle for a long time. Well, yeah, they're just sitting there waiting for their other reinforcements, the rest of the army, to show up. And we're gathering our troops. And that's our money has gone down a little bit. I don't like that. Speed this up. T67. And notice how they come into a station, then they get a refill, and then they move on. T87. Pause. I can catch them as they're coming around that bend slowly. It's easier to get them on this high speed. And I want to keep it running on fast forward because otherwise this would be this would take forever. There, our money's hanging in there. Our money's hanging in there. What happened here? T58. What in the world? Did I miss one? Uh-oh. I must have missed him, so didn't see it, but I would be willing to bet that, yeah, look at that. One of our trains went in. We'd had 9 soldiers, and we killed one of theirs. So, not a good deal. We just lost a bunch of soldiers. I think we still have some more to go. Yeah, this one right here. I must have hit that at the wrong time. Oh no. I think I goofed that one up too. Here we go. Here comes some more. Yeah, this T-76 we just threw away 3 artillery right there. But maybe we'll make enough for him to get some more. Our money's just sort of hanging in there. We're breaking even with all this expense, so that's excellent. Ooh, I say that and then it goes way down. Okay, are we done? What's T-43? Yeah, he's good. What do we got here? Okay, this train. T-58's good. T-59. I'm not sure what happened, but we're going to have him grabbed from the army camp. Grab that guy right there. Have him pause. Pause those cannon. Those probably ones we lost when we went back and reloaded because we've made some more in the meantime. So that's at least that's some solace. Here comes another load of soldiers. Some more gunpowder. Okay, why is T-58 not wanting to go? Because there's nobody there. So we don't need you. T-59. We've got everybody we can get. You just take off with what you've got. And then over here in St. Louis, we've got, that's it. I think when T-59 shows up, we'll have everybody. So see, look at all these troops we've got lined up And there's a few I've missed. I have at least 3 times I goofed up. So there's our army being gathered in Springfield to do our fighting. I don't know what that one is right there. That one is a gunpowder that decided to go over here, and I don't know where he's been. Some of the routing in the game is not quite there. What will happen is if you have several people trying to get out of here, sometimes they'll say, "Oh, it's too busy," and they'll go a different way, and they'll go some ridiculously long way that just absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. So we got 59 and 79, I think it is, need to come down here and join the battle. Okay, here's T59. And here comes 79. Oh, and there's another one here, 72. Who knows which way they went to get there. And when he pulls into the station, we'll have our battle. Almost. Well, unfortunately, we're still not ready. Okay, so here's the deal now. Notice all the, you can see all the troops we have lined up, all the mortar and the gunpowder. Well, our problem now is we could just run this right now. I could just go through, unpause all these, and they'll start unloading. But the problem now is we still have an issue. The first thing it's going to do is refuel, and I can't turn that off. Right? I can't, there's no way to turn that off. If I click on it, nothing happens. So they're going to refuel and then unload. So now each one is going to refuel, then unload. So what we're going to do here is take 3 of them. And tell them to go. And as soon as we see the shovel part, we're going to pause them again. Oh. And what I want to do here, well, this is doing them one at a time, which might be safer. Yeah. Oh, that was too fast. Oh, it was on fast forward. I didn't mean to do that. Pause. I think we just lost. I just threw away some more troops, probably, or some. Yeah, we killed a few. Okay. God. Sorry about that. Shoot. Let's do these 3 at a time. So we're going to upgrade the station. And then we're going to speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Actually, that's probably enough right there. Is there anything else we can do to it? We can make it cheaper, not that it matters. Make it cheaper and make it cheaper. Okay, so we have a filling superstation. Now what we could do, we got 2 choices here. I could go through these 3 at a time, start them, and then pause them immediately, which means it'll refill and then it'll pause again. Or we can just let it go. And I think, given my error tendencies, I think what I'm going to do here is we're just going to go fight. We're going to tell all these We've made the station as fast as we can get it. 77. $76, 55. That's 54, 61. Okay. Okay, I think I've turned all those guys on. And now we're going to run this and see what happens. So you can see we're starting to get troops. We've got, it's hard to read it. We've got troops, we've got cannon, mortar, we've got gunpowder, we've got more troops unloading, and notice the numbers. Look how they're going down here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We've almost won the Battle of Springfield. So speeding all this up, there we go. We won the Battle of Springfield. And I think we saved a whole bunch. Look at this. Look at all these troops that didn't die. So that was excellent. Tons of micromanagement, but we managed to win a huge battle without taking a lot of losses. And so Springfield's taken. It means that sooner or later the Union Army will completely control the region. However, we need you in another place and go on a secret mission. Consider this a vacation in the hot South behind the front line. All details in a letter sent to your CEO. You must leave as soon as possible. So it sounds like this is the end of the mission. Let's see. And it is. All right. So we have successfully fought the battle for Missouri and won the day. And in our next episode, we'll go off to Mission 4. And I don't think I can stop right here, so let's just get a little glimpse of what's coming up. Augusta Powder Works. So it sounds like we're going to Augusta to work behind enemy lines, working with the Confederacy. So we will deal with that one in the next episode.
I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.